Falcons fans, brace yourselves. What I'm about to tell you could shake the NFC South to its core. A sudden blow has hit Atlanta's offensive line, and it could change the trajectory of their Super Bowl dreams this season. Every snap, every play, every decision is about to matter more than ever, and the Falcons' resilience is about to be tested like never before. Atlanta Falcons fans, something huge just happened, and it's making waves through the NFC South. This isn't just another practice report or minor setback. This is a moment that could define the season. During a high-intensity practice session, one of Atlanta's key pillars, right tackle Caleb McGarry, went down with an injury. The details are still emerging, but early reports suggest it could be serious enough to impact his availability in upcoming games. And here's the kicker. This didn't happen in a scrimmage. Didn't happen in a casual drill. It happened during a practice, the very time when teams fine-tune strategy, build chemistry, and prepare for the brutal grind ahead. That makes this injury all the more concerning. McGarry has been a cornerstone of the Falcons' offensive line, a player who has grown into a reliable protector for the quarterback and a creator of running lanes for the Falcons' backs. Losing him, even temporarily, isn't just a minor inconvenience. It's a strategic challenge that tests the depth, adaptability, and mental toughness of the entire team. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Injuries happen in football. True, but when it's a player like McGarry, someone central to the offensive machinery, it raises the stakes exponentially. The coaching staff and front office are now facing tough decisions. Will they promote from within, trusting backups to step up? Will they explore trades, or perhaps dip into the free agent pool? Every option comes with pressure, because in the NFL, timing is everything, and the timing couldn't be worse. The Falcons are deep into their schedule, every game matters, and divisional rivalries are more intense than ever. The NFC South is stacked this year. Tampa Bay, New Orleans, Carolina. Every team is pushing for supremacy. Every win counts, and mistakes could be fatal. With McGarry sidelined or limited, the burden now falls on players like Jake Matthews and Chris Lindstrom to rise even higher, maintaining the protection the offense relies on. But it's not just about the starters. This situation casts a spotlight on Atlanta's depth chart, forcing the team to prove that they have the talent, the resilience, and the courage to weather this storm. Falcons fans, this is more than an injury report. This is a test of heart, strategy, and grit. Every snap from here on out will tell a story. The question is, will Atlanta rise to the challenge or stumble under the weight of adversity? Falcons fans, I want to hear from you. How confident are you that Atlanta's offensive line can hold together without McGarry? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's see who believes this team can overcome this setback. Falcons fans, the questions are piling up fast. Who will step in if McGarry can't play? Are the backups truly ready to handle the pressure? Or will Atlanta have to look beyond the roster for reinforcements? These are the burning questions as the team's medical staff works tirelessly, running tests and evaluating every option to get McGarry back on the field safely. But the concern doesn't stop with one injury. The Falcons are navigating a complex maze of challenges this season, and one that has been under the radar is the wide receiver depth. Sure, Atlanta has talented players, but the team is hungry for options, more weapons to keep defenses guessing, and to give Desmond Ridder the support he needs to make his offense click. Coaches are actively exploring every avenue, from trades to free agent signings, and even internal promotions, all to ensure that the Falcons have a variety of threats on the field. Speaking of Ridder, he's been growing into his role this season. Every week, he flashes moments of brilliance, his arm strength, his poise in the pocket, and his leadership qualities have fans buzzing with excitement. But as with any young quarterback, the key is consistency. And with an offensive line now tested by McGarry's absence, combined with a receiver core still looking for reinforcements, Ridder's ability to stay calm, make quick decisions, and deliver accurate throws will be more crucial than ever. Atlanta's offense thrives on balance, running the ball effectively while stretching defenses through the air. But balance only works if the protection holds and the receivers can create space. Without that, Even the most talented quarterback will struggle to execute. Looking back at the season so far, the Falcons have shown flashes of promise and resilience. The draft class brought hope, and strategic free agent additions have strengthened key positions. Defensively, players like Grady Jarrett have continued to dominate, disrupting opposing offenses and showing that Atlanta's defensive front is not to be underestimated. Offensively, the rhythm has been building, but inconsistency on the line and at receiver has remained a thorn in the side of a team eager to make a statement. Despite these obstacles, there is a clear sense of optimism within the organization. Head coach Arthur Smith is known for his adaptability and toughness, constantly pushing his players to focus, stay disciplined, and fight through adversity. There's a belief in the locker room that, even with McGarry sidelined, the Falcons have the talent, leadership, and determination to overcome these hurdles. The next stretch of games will be critical tests. The Falcons will need to rely on strategic depth, backups stepping up, and creative adjustments to keep competing in one of the league's toughest divisions. Every snap, every drive, every matchup counts in the NFC South, where rivalries are fierce and the margin for error is razor thin. And let's not forget the fans, the Atlanta faithful. Their energy, their cheers, and their unwavering support at the Dome create a force multiplier for the team. In moments of challenge and adversity, it's that collective passion that fuels players to dig deeper, push harder, and rise above obstacles. Falcons fans, your team is counting on your energy now more than ever. Falcons fans, how do you feel about the offense handling this season's hurdles? Do you trust the backups and new additions to step up, or do you think Atlanta needs to make a move? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's hear your take and see who's ready to fight with the Falcons. Falcons fans, if there's one thing the Atlanta Falcons know how to do, it's fight through adversity. History is proof, time and again. This team has faced setbacks and somehow found a way to rise stronger, faster, and smarter. This season is no different. Injuries, tough matchups, and the relentless grind of the NFL are all part of the test. And now, with McGarry sidelined, that test has reached a new level. This isn't just about the next game. One injury can ripple through an entire season, shifting momentum, altering strategies, and forcing every player and coach to adapt on the fly. Depth suddenly becomes a critical asset, and the Falcons are now relying on every ounce of ingenuity from the coaching staff and every bit of effort from the roster. This is a season that will reveal the true character of this team, how resilient they are, how they respond under pressure, and whether they can turn challenges into opportunity. And yes, the division rivals are watching closely. With McGarry potentially out, teams like the Buccaneers, Saints, and Panthers might sense a window to strike. But that's the beauty of the NFL. Nothing is decided until the final whistle blows. The Falcons have already shown flashes of brilliance this year, and with the right reinforcements and mental toughness, they can still be a dominant force in the NFC South. The next few weeks are critical. Will Atlanta close the gap and stay competitive, or will injuries slow them down? Every snap matters, and every player called upon to step up has a chance to become a hero. The team is also continuing to define its identity. Are they a run-first team relying on ground dominance, or are they a high-flying passing attack led by Desmond Ridder? Right now, the Falcons are balancing both, but injuries like this force adjustments and demand flexibility. The coaching staff must reimagine the game plan, finding ways to maximize what's available and turn challenges into advantages. This is also a test of mental toughness. Falcons players have endured heartbreak and triumph before. From the Super Bowl heartbreaks to seasons of rebuilding, every chapter has been a lesson in perseverance. This injury is just another chapter, not the conclusion. It's a chance for players to rise to the occasion, for backups to shine, and for the team to prove its mettle under pressure. And let's not forget the role of Arthur Smith and the coaching staff. Their experience, leadership, and ability to motivate the team will be put to the ultimate test. They will need to adapt strategies, rotate personnel, and maintain morale while facing mounting pressure. This is where champions are made, through resilience, creativity, and a refusal to let setbacks define them. Meanwhile, The front office is working tirelessly behind the scenes. Trades, free agent signings, internal promotions, all possibilities are being weighed carefully. Each decision could not only affect the remainder of this season, but also shape the future of the franchise. The Falcons' goal remains unwavering: to stay competitive, make the playoffs, and push deep into the postseason. Every choice matters. Every move counts. Falcons fans, the story of this season is still being written. It's about heart, perseverance, and rising to the challenge. And right now, every player, every coach, and every fan has a role in shaping it. Falcons fans, do you believe Atlanta has what it takes to overcome this setback? Who do you think will step up in McGarry's absence? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's see who's ready to fight for the Falcons this season. Falcons fans, I know it's easy to feel anxious or frustrated when setbacks hit hard, like this injury to McGarry, but this is where the true test of character begins. The NFL is a league full of twists, surprises, and moments where resilience can completely redefine a team's season. And if there's one thing Atlanta has shown over the years, it's the ability to adapt, fight back, and turn obstacles into opportunities. This isn't just pep talk. Every NFL team faces adversity at some point. Injuries, tough opponents, and unexpected setbacks are part of the game. What separates the great teams from the average ones is how they respond under pressure. The Falcons have the pieces to rise above. A dedicated coaching staff led by Arthur Smith, talented players across the roster, and a fan base whose passion fuels the team's fire every single week. That combination, leadership, skill, and unshakable support, is what drives victories and builds lasting momentum. Now, let's talk specifics. With McGarry sidelined or limited, eyes turn to the other leaders on the offensive line, like Jake Matthews and Chris Lindstrom. These players aren't just filling a gap, they're the backbone of the Falcons' offense now. Every snap, every block, every call becomes even more critical. Meanwhile, the coaching staff is tasked with adjusting the game plan on the fly, maximizing the talent they do have, and finding creative ways to protect Desmond Ridder and keep the offense rolling. And the story doesn't stop there. The Falcons' wide receiver room is another area under scrutiny. The front office is actively exploring options, trades, free agent signings, or internal promotions to give Ridder more weapons and keep defenses guessing. Every roster decision, every practice adjustment, every tweak to the playbook matters more than ever. This is the part of the season where effort, unity, and resilience truly shine. It's a chance for the team to prove that adversity can be a rallying point instead of a setback. Fans, pay attention to how the Falcons respond. Watch players rise to the occasion, watch young talent seize opportunities, and watch the coaching staff's strategic genius in action. These moments define the character of a team, and Atlanta has character in spades. The Falcon spirit is alive and strong, and it's reflected in the energy of the fans. From the stands to the streets, the passion of Atlanta supporters is unmatched. That support doesn't just cheer the team on, it motivates them to push harder, adapt smarter, and never back down. Remember, this is a team that has bounced back from heartbreak, injuries, and tough losses before, and there's no reason they can't do it again. Now, Falcons fans, I want to hear from you. Do you think this injury will be a setback or a rallying point? Who do you see stepping up to fill McGarry's role? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's start the conversation. Your insight matters. It's part of what fuels this team. The journey isn't over. The best moments are still ahead. Stay tuned for updates on McGarry's recovery, potential roster moves, and all the latest Falcons news. And remember, the Falcons fight together, and so do we as fans. Stay passionate, stay vocal, and stay ready for the ride ahead. Falcons fans, sound off below. Who do you trust to step up next? Will the team rally stronger than ever? Or will this be a hurdle too big? Let's hear your predictions. Your voice matters in shaping the conversation around Atlanta's path to the playoffs.